Let us now discuss the fifth model from coding and decoding, which is a 5 marks question in bank exams. Let us look at the question here. In a certain code, for profit order now is written as ho ja ye ga. Right now for him is written as ga we ja se. Place order for profit is written as ga bi ho ye. Only in right order is written as vi du ye zo. So as you can see, 4 different statements are given and 4 different codes for each of the statements is given on the other side. We need to identify the code for each of these words and then answer the 5 questions followed by this. The most important point to be noted here is the codes which appear on the right hand side are not in the proper order. That means we cannot say that the code for is ho or the code for profit is ja, or similarly the code for place is ga. That would not give the correct answer as the codes on the right hand side are jumbled. So one thing which we can understand here is the code for or profit or order or now should be any one of these 4 things on the right hand side. Now to identify the exact code for the given words, we need to find out those words which are common in more than 2 or 3 statements. So let us first try to find out any word which appears here in 3 or 4 statements. If we observe, there is no particular word which comes in all the 4 statements. So let us find out those words which are there in any of these 3 statements. Now, if you look at the first, second and third statements here, the word for is there in all these statements. So it is very clear that the code for should also be there in these 3 statements here. So let us now find out what is common in 3 statements on the right hand side. So if you observe, the 2-lettered word which is common on the right hand side is ga. So very clearly I can say that the code for should be ga, as there is no other word which is common in these 3 statements and there is nothing which is common in these 3 statements on the other side. So now I know that the code for should be ga, and let us cancel the words on the other sides. Now let us find out something else which is common in 3 statements. So if you look at the statements here, the word order is there in statement 1, statement 3 and statement 4. So it is obvious that the code for order should be present in statement 1, statement 3 and statement 4 on the right hand side. So let us find out the code for order. Now the one thing which is common in statement 1, 3 and 4 here is ye. So very clearly it is the code for order. So we can say that order is equal to ye. And let us now cancel the word order and its code to make the solution simple. Let us now find out any other word which is common in 3 statements. Now by observation we can say that there is nothing which is common in 3 statements. So now we can proceed for those words which appear in 2 statements. Now from the first and the second statement we find that the word now is common. So its code should be present in the first and second statement on the right hand side. So let us underline now and check the code for it on this side, and that should be the word ja, as it is the only word which appears in statement 1 and statement 2 on the right side. So now can be taken as ja, and let us now strike off the words ja from the coded side. Now if you look at statement 1, there is only one word profit which is left out, and on the right hand side the only word which is left out is ho. So it is clear that profit should be taken as ho. So we can say that profit is equal to ho, and similarly here the profit and ho here can be cancelled. Let us now check anything else which is common in 2 statements. As the first statement is already over, now let us concentrate on the second, third and fourth statements. Now from the second statement and the fourth statement we find that the word right is common. So let us now find out the code for right on this side. So from the second and fourth statement here, the word which is common is VE, way. So clearly the code for right should be way. So just strike it off and take it on this side. That means right should be taken as VE. Now if you look at the statement 2, the only word which is left out here is him. And on the right hand side, the only word left out is say. So clearly the code for him should be SE, say. So let us take him as SE, say. And that finishes the first two statements. Now moving on to the third statement, the only word which is left out here is place. So clearly the word BI should be the code for place. So BI can be taken as the code for place. So this finishes the first three statements. Now when we look at the last statement, there are two words left out, only and in. And here on the right hand side, there are two codes left out, that is DU and ZO. As the word only is present only in the fourth statement and is not common with any other statements, we cannot find out what exactly is the code for only, as it can be DU or can be ZO. Similarly, when you look at the word in here, the word in is there only in statement 4. So again, the code for in can be DU or ZO. So remember that after finding out all the possible codes, in any of the statements, if two or more than two words are left out, their independent codes cannot be determined. So here the code for only can be DU or ZO, and the code for in can be DU or ZO. So for these two words, we can say that it should be DU or ZO. Therefore, if only is DU, in should be taken as ZO. If only is ZO, in should be taken as DU. So with this, we have finished finding out all the possible codes for the words given on the statements on the left hand side. Let us now see the various questions asked here. The first example is, what is the code for him? Now we know that the code for him is say. So that gives you the answer for the first question. The second question is, what does by stand for? Now as you can see, the word by is nothing but the code for the word place. So we can say that by stands for place. The third question is, what is the code for order? From this side, we know that the code for order is YE. So we can say that order is coded as A. So as you have seen here, answering the questions hardly takes any time. The only thing which needs to be performed is find out the codes for the given words on the left hand side. Let us now take the fourth example from model 5. Here the question is, for, way, do could be a code for which of the following options? So here we need to find out the decoded form for the given code. As we have already found all the possible codes from the given question, let us first find out what are the possible words for the given codes. From these statements, we can find that the code VE is used for the word right. So very clearly, VE means right. We know that the word DU could be a code for only or in, as in the last statement two words are left out and on the coded form two words are left out, DU and ZO. So we know that DU can be a code for only or it can be a code for in. So from this we can say that DU means only or in. But the word for is not available in any of the codes here. Therefore, it is obvious that for cannot be any word which is given in these statements. Now let us see how to get the answer for this question. The answer here can be obtained simply by eliminating the wrong options. We very well know that the word right should definitely be present in the correct answer. So let us find out those options which does not contain the word right. As option number 1 has got right, it may be a probable answer, but option 2 is not having the word right. So this cannot be the correct answer, as the code VE stands for right. Similarly, option 3 cannot be the answer, as the word right is not present. option 4, we find that the word right is there. So it may be a probable answer, but again option 5 cannot be the answer as the word right is not present. So far we have eliminated 3 options, option 2, 3 and 5. And the correct answer has to be either option 1, that is in right spirits, or option 4, place in right. Now if you look at the word du, it is a coded word for only or in. So definitely the correct answer should either have only or the word in. Now if you look at option 1, the word in is present. So again this may be a possible answer. And when you look at option 4, the word in is present. So we cannot eliminate any of these 2 options. If you look at option 1, the other word which we have here is spirits. But spirits is not available in any of the statements given on the left hand side. And when you look at option 4, the left out word is place. And the code for place from these statements is bi. Therefore, we can say that place here is bi. But this word bi is not given in the question. So it is obvious that option 4 cannot be the answer. Why? Because had it been the correct answer, bi should be there in the given statement. So we can now eliminate option 4. So the only left out option is option 1, and that has to be the correct answer. And this can be justified because here we have a new word spirits which is not available in any of the statements on left hand side. And here we have a word for which is not available in any of the statements on right hand side. So that's why we have option 1 as the correct answer. Let us now take the last example from model 5. This example again is based on elimination of the wrong answers. Let us look at the question here. Which of the following may represent only for now? And 5 options have been given, and we need to find out the correct option out of the given 5 options. The given statement is only for now, and from this side we very well know that the code for now is JA. So very clearly the code for now is JA. The code for is GA. The code for is GA. And the code for only can either be DU or ZO. So very clearly the code for only can either be DU or ZO. After knowing the codes for all the words, it is very obvious that the correct answer option should have the codes GA and JA. So let us find out those options with the codes GA and JA. In option 1 we have JA, but GA is not available. So this cannot be the answer. In option 2 we have GA, but JA is not available. So this cannot be the answer. In option 3 we have GA as well as JA. So this may be the correct answer. So let us now look at the word ZO. We know that the code for only should either be DU or ZO. And in the given option it is ZO. So this can be taken as the correct answer, as the codes ZO, GA and JA are available here. So third option can be taken as the correct answer. And we need not verify the remaining 2 options. So friends, as you have seen here, answering the 5 questions is not a difficult job. The only thing which we need to do here is find out the codes for all the words on the left hand side. And that can be done simply by finding out those words which are common in all the 4 statements or 3 statements or 2 statements. Remember, always go for maximum number of statements to find out the common words. That is, first check for those words which are available in all the 4 statements, and then go for 3 statements, and then for 2 statements. And finally, we can check out the left out words.